I want to frame as best I can the discussion where we are. I know many of you have been here, and thank you for caring enough to come out. Really appreciate that. But as a reminder, I thought it would be helpful to kind of create a context for where we are presently. For 2026, we projected an income rise of about 1.5 to 1.8 million based upon historical precedent. In reality, we actually got a decrease of 500,000. That's about a $2 million swing less for the 2026 budget than we anticipated off of the top. As many of you know, there's a capital case in process right now. The estimate on the cost of that case is about $1 million that was not budgeted. And so that's going to have to be attended to. In addition to that, we have for 2026, just the way the pay cycles for our staff work, we have a 27th pay. They're paid every 2 weeks, and every now and again, instead of 26 cycles of pay, there's 27. For our budget, that means $1 million. And so before we start, we're about $4 million in the hole. That's the dilemma that we have faced and the strain that we felt, and I know many of you have felt. There's a rise in the cost of goods, the cost of services, and then we have election year. It happens, 2026 happens to be election year, which actually increases the cost associated with our election board. And we have the merit officer contract that has been the subject of a lot of conversation. All of these things, that instead of a 3 to 4% bump in revenue, we're down about 10% for the global budget. That said, grateful for many who have worked prior to this year for several years, working on being fiscally responsible and creating a strong rainy day fund that allows us in a rainy day to be able to access some of those resources to help with the support. I'd like to use, if you'll bear with me just for a moment, a metaphor of a bicycle wheel. Bicycle wheel, most of us are well familiar with. It has a tire that's on a rim, has a central hub with spokes that help provide balance. There's been a lot of conversation lately about the issue of public safety and the emphasis for our merit officers who provide excellent service in giving us as a collective county a public safety. And we're grateful for that. Public safety, however, is also a much broader, has a much broader meaning. I would think about the merit officers in some ways like the tire. They're where the rubber meets the road. They're the ones who put themselves in harm's way. Between the officers who are on the road, the staff who are at the jail, there are certainly people in the county who are closer to, for lack of a better phrase, where the rubber meets the road in terms of danger. But they can only do their job if there's a rim, if there are spokes, there are supporting pieces, and there are several parts of public safety as a county, and I don't want us to miss that as well. When I think about the folks at the jail and the staff who provide support for inmates, the folks in the prosecutor's office, in the public defender's office, these are critical roles in the realm of public safety. The court system, with our court staff and judges, provide a critical piece of public safety. Dispatch. Public safety doesn't mean much if there's not that 911 call you can make, and that requires somebody to answer the phone. There's probation. There's community corrections. There's work release. There's the juvenile center. There's emergency management. Emergency management folks who issue tornado warnings and sirens, and when trees fall and lightning strikes are there helping to protect motorists. The public health department is a significant has a significant role to play in public safety, and we've just experienced that here in these last few years when COVID hit. The highway department has a significant role in the roads and bridges. So without belaboring the point too much, I think you can see that the notion of public safety is wide and broad. And there are many spokes that provide support to the wheel to keep it aligned so that we can, unless we work on this process together, it's going to be more challenging. When we're in our little cubicle and we're only looking at our particular set of issues, we're going to be hindered as a collective from being able to do the best job we can as a whole. I want to talk a little bit about our infrastructure, because the hub of that wheel are departments like our finance, our auditor's office, our treasurer's office. The only reason we have effective rainy day fund is because we have auditors and treasurers who have invested the resources wisely. The assessor's office, the importance of trying to accurately assess value of property. IT, which supports all of these departments technologically. This doesn't even count the maintenance of all the facilities and records. So I just want to emphasize that all of the departments of the county are critically important to serve the citizens of the county. This doesn't rest with one group of folks. That said, we have the next on the agenda is department heads with concerns. Do we have any particular